Hello, welcome to Fish and Foraging Outdoor Adventure. Today I'm going to be walking the hedge lines and I'm looking for a really beautiful type of plant called the elderflower. Elderflower grows on a bush, usually at the side of roads and things like that. You see it everywhere, all over sort of common grounds, woodlands, sides of roads, everywhere basically. I'll show you how to identify it, I'll show you what to do with it, and I'll show you how to make some really beautiful elderflower cordial. Okay, so my timing with this video isn't great, to be honest. This is kind of the transition period between when you get elderflower and the start of when it turns into the elderberry. So where you can see this is an example of the elderflower here. I see it all over the show, and it's distinguishable by these really tiny white little petals. They got like a yellow kind of stems inside them. They grow in these little bunches. When I describe this transition period, it changes from this flower, but by August, September, this bush will be covered in purple berries all over. So every one of these flowers that you see here, and there are hundreds per floret, as you probably call them, will eventually turn into one of these purple berries. You can see on this one's already, so the flowers obviously die off, and you can see on this one here, see how they're starting to make their way into these berries. If I squeeze them, you can see they are little tiny berries. They're green at the moment, they're obviously not ripe, but with every fruit, everywhere, no matter what plant it is, it starts off with a flower. So we start off with this. This is what we're after today, and in a few months' time, later on in back end of the summer, towards the early autumn, I'm going to come back and show you another video how to make elderberry cordial. And that's personally my favourite. I absolutely love elderberry cordial. I make it every year. I make gallons of the stuff, and it lasts me for months. So this is what we're after today, and let me show you where we can find some more. Outdoor sort of foraging and trying to find wild foods, I was having to be really adventurous, and being in the middle of the Congo jungle or something like that, to try and have any kind of sense of catching wild foods and making it feel important. But you can find all sorts of amazing wild foods right on your doorstep in urban areas. So you can see I'm just having a little walk around here. So here I am, just by a load of houses, some tower blocks in sight and everything, local parks, and right at the side of me, right here, all these here, actually wild raspberries. So all these here, if you think that the blackberries that just aren't ripe, you'd be wrong. Out there is thousands of perfectly ripe raspberries, which are absolutely delicious. So you can see these now. All these, those are absolutely gorgeous, perfectly ripe. You're only in the end of June. Raspberries ripen a lot quicker than blackberries do. In amongst all this, I could fill several bags. I'd have to come back another time when I've got some pants on, because and not shorts, because otherwise I'm going to rip myself to shreds. But I'm going to get myself a few bagfuls of it, a few sandwich bags full of these for now. Then I'm going to keep on looking for these elderflower. The easiest way to identify these raspberries to be different from blackberries is to look at the leaf. On the underside you can see a silvery green. On a blackberry bush it's more of a green both sides. It's more of a dark green on top and a lighter green underneath. For these, see the serrated leaves, it almost looks like a mint leaf in some ways, but underneath it's that silver side. So even if it hasn't flowered yet, or hasn't borne any fruit yet, if you notice those leaves, that you know later on in that year that you can come back and there's likely to be raspberries on it. So identify the leaf, get a bit of a picture in your head about where different things are growing, and when you know it's the time of year that's in season, you can come back to that bush and you know you're going to get raspberries on it. That's what I do, and it works for me. And I find whenever I'm walking around in this type of foraging, it's me, a rucksack, a penknife, maybe a pair of scissors, a couple of carry bags, something like that. I'm just constantly picking as I'm going. So these types of foods, you won't get better quality food than this no matter where you go, no matter what Michelin star restaurants you go to. You don't get fresher food than just eating fresh things like this, straight off the plant, straight in your mouth. There is no fresher food than that. Absolutely amazing wild raspberries. And most people, thousands of people must have walked past this, not even batted an eyelid, didn't even notice they're there. Open your eyes, go for a nice walk, and it's there. You just need to know what to look for and where to find it. And yet another example of what I've been able to find just in these this last 10 minutes since I've been out. With cherry tree, so these are the leaves of the cherry tree with the serrated edges on them, waxy top, dull underside. This one's been chewed a little bit, but these give these beautiful fruits as well. And yet again, this is an early ripening fruit, so these cherries, end of June, these will all start to go this beautiful red colour now, whereas a lot of other fruits, end of August. These can take advantage of these really early in the season. Deciding factor, as with all fruits and plants, how well they grow, especially how much fruit it's going to bear, how bright the petals are and things like that. It's how much sun a plant's getting. So in these woodlands, you know, only a little wooded area, but you're less likely to get plants that require a lot of sun growing particularly well. So it doesn't mean you don't get them, it's just maybe the fruits might be a little less sweet. And here's proof to that theory as well. So same bush there, the same elderflower plant behind me there, in the woods here, and no petals on it at all, no fruits, no nothing. So plants just can't thrive. A plant that requires a lot of light just won't thrive in the woods. Okay, so you can see some of this isn't the freshest. And stuff like this, it's wonderful. That's the really fresh stuff. That's really nice white and yellow. It's really good quality. That's the stuff I want to be picking. This stuff is the stuff that's dying off. So as I explained, I'm a little bit late. I should have been here probably 2 weeks ago, and all this would have been perfect for eating. But I'm just gonna pick through, get the good stuff, and anything like this it's started to go off, started to go brown and wilted, we're gonna leave that where it is. Okay, so that's took me a lot longer than I expected to collect all this elderflower, but it's done now. So this is what we've been after. You see this beautiful white flowers with slightly yellow sort of centres inside them. Hundreds of flowers on each stem, and now we've got the laborious task of taking all these petals off and trying to remove some of these stalks. Don't have to be perfect, don't have to get every single stem out, but these stalks can be a little bit bitter, so all we do is just pulling them off with our fingers and just roughly getting all these flowers into the bowl, because it's all these flowers that got all that lovely smell and scent, and what going to really perfume our cordial. Okay, so this is what I'm left with. So this is all the lovely flowers and all the petals that's going to make the elderflower cordial. And this is what I pulled off, and all that's going to go in the bin. Okay, so now I'm going to mix everything up. So I'm going to have 3 litres of water, a bag full of these elderflower petals that have all been picked off. You don't want to boil this, it needs to be just off the boil, so water that's been boiled and left for maybe 2-3 minutes afterwards. Then lots of honey, so I've got 6 jars here to go with 3 litres of water, so it's roughly about 2 jars per litre that I'm putting in here.
In your mind.
So we've got a bag full of elderflower, 3 litres of water, 6 jars of honey,
Which I ate.
which you ate some of, yeah. Now we're just going to add
I'll eat this much. Some lemon and lime.
some lemon juice and some lime juice. You can use proper lemons or proper limes. For the purpose of cordial, I'm happy just using this.
Is it actually turned on?
So, exact measurements, I don't know, to be honest, I'm just kind of guessing. But I think about 1/3 of a jar of this. I don't want to completely overpower the elderflower, it's quite a subtle flavour. Yep. Come on, you'll be there all day.
No, you would. Mum and Dad, I
Come on then.
might do this.
That's it. Right, pour some in now.
Pouring in.
Right, just want to take this cap off.
Oh, cap. Oh, cap.
Now, we'll pour about 1/3 of that in, yeah? Okay?
Okay.
Maybe a little less. That'll do.
Please. I'll be here all day. Eating honey. There, I ate some. I've eaten some honey already.
Right then everybody, mix all this up then. So we've got 3 litres of water, 6 jars of honey, we've got about 100ml lemon juice, 100ml lime juice, we've got a bag full of the petals of elderflower. Now all that's going to sit in here, and we're going to let that infuse for about 24 hours. In this bowl, we're just going to put some cling film over the top of it, stop anything getting in. Leave that for 24 hours, and we're going to come back and sieve it. Okay, so here we are 24 hours later. I've let this stew overnight, let it brew, and all those flowers, all of the scents and the fragrances, all those petals have all gone into you know, what's going to be this cordial. You can see how lovely and sweet this is looking just by even the colour. Wow, the taste of that is absolutely amazing. Okay, yeah, it's really strong with honey, but the most dominant flavour in this is definitely that elderflower. Okay, so what I need to do now is take this bowl full of all the what is to be the cordial, just give it one last little mix up to try and get the last bits of these, the scents and the flavours of all these flowers and petals to blend with water. And I'm going to strain it off. So there's 2 ways you can do it. You can use like a muslin cloth, or like what I often use, I just get a new pillowcase. So I buy a new one, just the cheap, about £1 for like a basics pillowcase. And you can sift that through that, or you can use these colanders. So what I do now, get that. First I'll put it through the colander to get the bulk of this out, and then I'll put it through the sieve. Okay, so I'll give that a quick rinse off now, and I'm going to pass it through the sieve. so it's just a finer gauge of what I've just used. Right, now I've got 4 of these litre bottles. The clip top preserve bottles, so ideal for storing any of the cordials that I'm going to make. Okay, so here goes. So here's our beautiful bottles of homemade elderflower cordial. Let's try some. You can add normal water, but I've been told soda water is quite nice. And as I've got them, why not add in a few of these fresh raspberries that I got from the fields yesterday. Oh, that is amazing. That's absolutely gorgeous. From such a small, delicate little flower, you wouldn't believe how much flavours come off that. That's absolutely gorgeous.
This is our finished elderberry cordial. It smells nice.
It smells nice, yeah?
I hope you liked our video. Please subscribe to see our future videos and see you on the next video. Bye.
You